Hey guys, welcome into the shop today. As you can see, we've got a package on the counter and it's from Woodcraft. One of my favorite places to shop and a source of my empty wallet. So one of my favorite YouTubers of all time is Mr. Ave. Mr. Ave, if you're watching my channel, that's awesome. Probably not, but hey, you got some awesome videos. So what I'm going to do today is an unboxing, and I also want to do a comparison. So let's open this up and see what we're working with first. And in the spirit of Abe's channel, we'll see if we can get this guy open. Alrighty then. So it looks like we've got a couple V-bits and a wine voucher. That's interesting. Do some woodwork, get drunk. Okay, so I know nobody's really that excited about an unboxing of a couple normal V-bits. But there's a reason that I'm making this video today. One of the things I see discussed a lot in some of the forums is crappy cuts and why they happen. And one of the biggest responses I see is your bits are dull. Well, I've been using the same sets of bits for 2 years, since the beginning of my CNC, journey. And today's the first time I've actually bought new bits. So we got the new V-bits. Your standard 60 and 90 degree, the ones I use 90% of the time. And then I got the old ones. Same brand, same everything. They're white sides. These are the brazed kind. I've had no problems with them. But I have noticed lately here that some of my cuts have been coming out not very sharp. So we're gonna run a couple tool paths, same style lettering, same size fonts, same designs, and we're gonna compare the old to the new. How often should you change your bits? I think that's really just up to how well they perform and what you observe as you're using them. I don't think there's a timeline on how often you should change them. So let's get in there and we're gonna cut these two and see how they turn out. Okay, before we actually do any cutting, I wanted to get in here and actually show a comparison of the two bits. Now this is the same bit. This is the old one and obviously this is the new one. You can see the differences in them. One's obviously a little worn, the other one's not. Dull, shiny, whatever. The proof's in the pudding. The field test, that is obviously a super sharp edge compared to the older edge feeling a little dull. But what we're going to do first is we're going to cut with the old one and then we'll do the new one. Okay, so we're done cutting. Let's take a look at the results. Don't mind the crappy camera work here. So it's the only way I could figure to do this. But as you see, the top one says old V-bit test and the bottom one says new V-bit test, so we can differentiate them. This is the old and this is the new. So let's take a look at the top one. And as you can see, let me find a pointer here. All along here we've got this discoloring. It's kind of dark, and when I run this along it feels kind of wavy, and that's obviously an indication of an old bit. There's a lot of fuzz and hair along the edges. Just generally pretty crappy, and it would take a lot to clean it up. And you're not going to get rid of that dark coloration in there and that is a burning effect. That's the dull bit burning the wood. Now we'll come down here and look at the new one. It's nice and clean. There's no burnt wood. The carving is very smooth. There's no wavy lines in it. And as you can see, there's really no burnt wood. Now you're not going to get away from all the little fuzzies and hairy parts of it, but it's very minimal on the bottom part. The stars that I did those just to kind of show you a depth, you know, something a little deeper. And as you can tell, it burned this one as well. There's lots of hairs on it. The lines aren't as smooth. And over here on this one, we did get a little bit of burning in there, and that might have to do with the fact that I plunged this bit almost 1/4 inch. It's a sign that you need to back off just a little bit maybe, but for the most part, this one looks a ton better. So anyway, that's our test results. Let's go back up top and we'll discuss what they mean. Okay guys, so basically what I found doing this little test is what I figured would happen in the first place. If you let your bits go too long, they get dull and you start getting crappy results. I think 2 years is way too long to wait to change them out. Those 2 bits cost me about 60 bucks total with shipping, and they're 2 of the bits that I use 90% of the time. I mean, I do more V-carving than probably anything else. That being said, I use my straight bits, or my flat fluted bits, whatever you want, your regular end mills, quite a bit, 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, 16 inch. So maybe I need to buy some new ones of those too. You know, it's a minor expense for something that you'll potentially make a lot of money off of and potentially ruin an expensive piece of wood. So, you know, moral of the story is change your bits, guys. Don't be cheap, but that's going to be it for today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Once again, please subscribe if you liked the video, and I look forward to making more videos in the future. Y'all have a good day.